Well, hello there, friends. So today we're going to be discussing the differences between vinyl and leather. A lot of people, they don't know the difference. You'd be surprised. I have a lot of customers that have leather interiors, and they think that they're all leather. That's a big secret. So anyway, I'm going to blow up that big old secret today. Take a look at this here as an example. This is a leather seat cover here, but can you see which panels are leather and which panels are vinyl? Take a guess. You could probably go ahead and give me your answer there in the comments. Take a quick, good look at that. Which panels are leather and which ones are vinyl? I'll give you the answer at the end of this video. So the dead giveaway. Which is vinyl, which is leather? Okay, so leather, which is this one right here, has a natural backing because guess what? It comes from a cow. It's a natural fiber. And vinyl will have a fabric backing, just like all of these other vinyls right here. You see the vinyl backing? That's all vinyl. But you know what? They make it look so much like leather now that you can go out and you can spend $80,000 on a brand new Cadillac Escalade with a leather interior, and they still have vinyl on the sides and the backs of the seats. Only the seating surface, the area that you sit down on the inserts, is going to be the leather. Did you know that? If you did, put that in the comments. So here's another example of a leather vinyl combination. This is off of the 75 Corvette seat that I'm working on right now. So you can see here that this is the leather. You can see here that this is the vinyl. Even back in 1975 they were doing that. Nothing new. Another way to identify leather is a lot of leather seats in cars especially are going to have these leather cracks, kind of like that. And you've probably seen those. So what it is, you know, they take this leather off of a cow, and then what they do is they run it through a machine, and they put this plastic coating over the top of the leather, and that's what we're looking at here. So it's a plastic coating that's really similar to the vinyl. So what happens is over time when you get these cracks, that's the plastic cracking on you, and what it's doing is it's exposing the raw leather underneath. So that's the raw leather right there. But see, the plastic coating is chipping off right there. Did you know that? Sometimes on a worn car seat where there'll be like a hole, you'll see the backside sticking out, and a lot of the times you're going to see a white like this inside the hole, and what you're going to see there is the fabric backing. So that's the dead giveaway that it's vinyl. So if you do have a hole in your seat right now, go out to your car, look at the hole, peel back the edge of the hole, and you're probably going to see some of this white fabric backing back in that vinyl. Leather is generally thicker than vinyl. I don't know if you can see the edge there of the leather. Right there between my fingers is the thickness. And then now you can see the thickness of the vinyl. So the vinyl is going to be a lot thinner than the upholstery leather. Another difference, leather is going to be a lot more stretchy, like a rubber band. You're going to get a lot more stretch out of leather than you will out of vinyl. Most vinyls only have a two-way stretch. Like right here, it's not really stretching very much, but if you go this direction, it'll give you a little bit of a stretch, about half of what that leather gives you. That's important when you're sewing. So I'm going to sew up a couple samples right here. We'll do the vinyl first, just to kind of give you an idea of what it's like. So when you're sewing, On vinyl, it's pretty rigid. Not too many surprises. You can see there what that looks like after you've sewn on it. Now let's do the leather. Remember, it's a lot thicker and it stretches more easily. So you can pull on it and it'll stretch, or you can let go and it won't stretch. So that matters if you have a stretch while you're sewing, because it can pucker and you don't want that. No puckering allowed. So that there is the leather stitch. So now to compare the two, you see the difference? The difference can mostly be seen in the thickness. So the vinyl's a lot thinner than that leather. And you can see the depth of the holes, the stitch holes. Keystone Brothers is my supplier, and they have what they call their partners program. Okay, by the way, none of this is sponsored. And nobody sponsors me for anything. I pay for everything. I never beg anybody to sponsor me to get something for free. Let's just make that clear right now. So anyway, they have their partners program. Basically what that is any color or grain that is on this book right here, they have a leather counterpart. So say if you wanted this color right here, light tan, is like what comes on the Jaguars. If you wanted the leather counterpart, you can also get that. There's going to be a vinyl number and a leather number. Also a perforated leather, perforated vinyl number. So that comes in real handy. Like if you wanted to order the leather, which looks like that, you get your colors. That's the leather. If you want perforated, you can get it perforated like that. And they have the different size perforations. So if you wanted red, not a lot of blues or reds, you know, they're not into that anymore. Mostly tans and grays, but they do have ostrich. They have crocodile. So you can always Google Keystone Brothers if you're curious about any of this stuff. I'm really going to break some hearts today. Have you ever heard somebody say pleather instead of vinyl? Well, pleather is a made-up word and it means absolutely nothing. So if somebody says, I like pleather, or I want pleather, or do you have pleather, it's a made-up word. I think somebody finally trademarked the word in the late 1980s because people were saying pleather. So don't say that anymore. This is going to piss off a lot of people. Warning. Okay, so these are vinyls. What we have here is interior vinyl, and we have marine vinyl. Right here is blue for marine. And we have some more marine vinyl here and some more interior automotive. So what I'm going to show you here, people, they swear by marine vinyl, and if you don't, they say if you don't use marine vinyl, you're using the wrong stuff. And that you can only put marine vinyl on boats and jet skis, that kind of thing. But I'm going to show you something right here. These are the specifics here for the interior vinyl for cars. You can see right there, it says UV stabilized pigments 1000 hours, marine quality is 650 hours, cold crack is -10 degrees. Okay, so next door, this is the marine vinyl. Well, what do we see here? Okay, we also see 650 hours UV stabilized pigments and cold crack of 10 degrees. So what's the difference between the two? I know what the difference is. They charge a lot more for marine vinyl. Shame on you. Okay, then we're going to take a look at this one here. Same thing. 650 hours UV resistance, cold crack minus 10 degrees. That's that marine vinyl. And this is the automotive. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, what's that say right there? It says 650 hours UV resistance, cold crack minus 10 degrees. So what's the difference? You got it. They always charge more for marine vinyl. When you get down to it, it's really the same thing. What it is it's a plastic coating that they put over a fabric backing. This is about the only difference that you're ever going to see anywhere. This is one of their Olympus line here. You'll see here that the weight is 36 ounces. So this vinyl here is actually going to be a lot thicker than the other vinyls that I've showed you. I don't know if you can see the thickness on that green piece right there, but it's pretty thick stuff. That's going to be the only difference, is the thickness of the vinyl. And there's Miss Nibbles, the Wonder Dog. Hi, Miss Nibbles. Next is cleanup. So what I did is I sprayed some glue on the outside of this and let it dry pretty good. And what I use always is mineral spirits. You can pick this up at your big box store. And it's a lot cheaper than the stuff that's made by 3 men, if you know what I mean. So what I do here is I take the mineral spirits, put it on a rag. If you have glue, this also works on paint also. If you've got overspray on the outside of the paint of your car, like if you're doing a vinyl top or something like that, what you do is you rub it down like that, let it sit for a few minutes. For cleaning vinyl, we'll take a stain like that right there, and you can see how the mineral spirits cleans up vinyl pretty good. This is 1975 vinyl from that Corvette I'm working on. Look at the dirt come off of that. Came pretty clean. So now let's go back to the glue. It's been sitting for about 30 seconds. What you'll see here is that with the mineral spirits, that glue, it'll just roll off like that. And it'll separate from whatever it is that it was glued to. That's mineral spirits. That's the magic of mineral spirits. Look at that. Also works for your fingers too, if you get glue on your fingers. So I hope that you learned something today, the differences between leather and vinyl. So then now the choice is yours. So next time we'll see ya.